Hello, this is Karen Yancey with Online Learning Services at the College of St. Rose, and I'm going to show you how to create modules and pages in your Canvas course. I'm going to go to Modules, and you'll see that I already have two modules labeled Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. A module is simply a collection of media that you want to present in a certain sequence to your students. A module can contain expository pages of information. It can contain assignments, quizzes, discussions, links to outside locations in the web. It can have files you've uploaded. A module is simply a folder and a collection of material you want the students to learn from. I have my course structured in chapters. I have chapter 1 and chapter 2. I could easily make them week 1 and week 2 or any other arrangement. I'm going to add another module. I'm going to add chapter 3. So I'm going to go up to the yellow button that says plus module, and I'm going to name it chapter 3. And I am going to add a prerequisite. I want my students to have gone through chapter 2 before they are allowed to see the material in chapter 3. So I'm going to click on Add Prerequisite, and I'm going to select from the drop down chapter 2. That is my prerequisite. I can lock the module until a certain date if I wanted to, so that to make sure that all the students only looked at chapters 1 and chapters 2 until a certain date has happened in the semester, and I can set the date and time for when I lock it or when it opens. And now I select Add Module. Now I have 3 modules, but there's nothing in module 3, so I need to add some content. I'm going to go to the plus button of chapter 3 right here, and I'm going to create a page. Now a page from the drop down menu here is down about halfway down the list. It's going to be an expository page that is not a graded assignment, and it's going to be added to my module or folder chapter 3. I can select something I've already created, or I can add a new page and label it. I'm going to label it okay. I want to indent it 1 level. It just stair steps it off to the right a little bit to make it look prettier or look more organized. Now I'm going to add the item. And now I have an unpublished page, but now by clicking on the green makes that it published and viewable to the student now. But there's nothing in my page, so I'm going to go to the page. I'm going to click on the title, and here I have the page, but there's nothing there. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to add content into the text box. This is called the Rich Content Editor, and there are many tools you can use in this editor. First of all, I'll write okay. Now I can add an image to make it easier for the student to understand. I go to Embed Image, and I can link a URL to an image from the web. I can go into my file folders and select an image I've uploaded to Canvas, or I can go to Flickr and search Flickr for an image that I can use. And here I'm going to select this one. And underneath it shows that I can manipulate the size of this image. So I want it to be a 200 by, and I click outside the box and it will reserve the aspect ratio. And now I press Update. Now we have an image. I can add more media to my page if I wanted to. Let's see. I'm going to say this. Now I'm going to upload an audio file. I'm going to record upload media. I can record if I wanted to, but I'm going to upload an audio file first. And I am going to select this one. Now I have an audio file that is part of my page. I'm teaching my students about a new animal, and I'm providing text, I'm providing images, and audio files. I can include video if I wanted to. Let's see, and only the teacher can edit the page. So now I'm going to press save. Now I'm going back to my modules, and under chapter 3 I have a page. Now I will create an assignment now for chapter 3. I'm going to go to the plus button, and I'm going to create add assignment to chapter 3. I'm going to create a new assignment. Actually, yeah, a new assignment. And now I have an unpublished assignment. Now I've published it, but there's nothing in it. So I have to go in it, and I have to edit it. I will edit it. And now I'm going to set it for 20 points. It's in my week 1 assignments. And I want it to be graded on points, not percentage, as opposed to percentage. I want it to be points. The submission type will be online, and it's going to be a website URL. And now I save. Okay. Now I'm going into my modules again, and you will see my Red Panda assignment as part of chapter 3. Let's add a quiz. We're going to add a quiz now. And as you can see, you can also add a discussion or an external URL, which would be TechSmith Relay or VoiceThread or another, or Talk and Wire. We're going to go to quiz, and I'm going to select a quiz I've already created. I'm going to use old quiz. I'm going to indent it 2 levels, and then I'm going to add the item. Now in my module, I have a pre-created quiz, I have an assignment, and I have an expository page. You'll see the icons are different. Now I'm going to add a discussion to module chapter 3, and I'm going to use a pre-created discussion. I'm going to indent it 3 levels, and I'm going to add the item. Now I can click on discussion, and it will take me into a discussion that has happened. Let's go back. Now, your modules are the way you teach your course. This is what the students will go through to learn the material. The Assignments tab is simply a list of your graded assignments in the course. Now, if you are using a course that has a weighted grading system, for example, all of your writing assignments are worth 40% of the grade, all of your week 1 assignments are worth 10%. If it is a weighted grading system, then your assignments tab will reflect the folders you've created that has the weight for each of those folders or collection of assignments, and so on. Major project 2, all of that will be reflected. If you are on a points-based system, these folders will simply just be a list of the assignments. There will not be a weighting applied to them. And it will just be a vertical list of the assignments that you've created in the folders that you've designated them to be in. But you will not see pages in this assignments tab. You will not see all the pages or the non-graded discussions or any of the file uploads or any of the URL links that you've created for the student to go look at outside of Canvas. You will simply see only the graded materials such as quizzes and assignments and graded discussions listed in the assignments tab. So when you are creating your course, you will be using modules. When you are managing your assignments and other graded material, you can go into the assignments tab, and of course you can go to the gradebook, which reflects all of the assignments and the grades that each student has. That is a brief summary of Canvas modules and pages, and I encourage you to go to the Online Learning Services YouTube website for the College of St. Rose. This is Karen Yancey signing off.